For those of you guys out there that are currently struggling with credit card debt and just want to be out of it already and don't want anything to do with it anymore, I got you. In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys 5 options you guys can do to consolidate your guys' credit card debt, so that way you guys can get out of that credit card nightmare and make your wildest dreams come true. Now, some of the methods I'm going to be talking about in this video, you guys might already be aware of, but there are also a few methods I'm going to be talking about in this video that you guys might not have heard before. So just make sure to watch this video all the way to the end, so that way you, sir or ma'am, do not miss out on any valuable information that can help you out. If you're already subscribed, then welcome back. But if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Ismael Sandiford, and you are now watching Just Money, where we talk about financial related topics such as personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, so jumping right into it, I don't want to waste anybody's time, but the first thing you guys can do to consolidate your guys' credit card debt is get a personal loan. By getting a personal loan, this allows you to pay all of your credit card debt in full, and then on top too, more than likely you guys are going to have a lower interest rate than what you were originally paying on your guys' credit cards. So you'll definitely be saving money on interest every month compared to what you used to pay. The interest rate on a personal loan usually starts anywhere from 7% all the way up to 35.99% max from what I've seen personally. I would definitely recommend to go with a credit union if you guys are even thinking about getting a personal loan, because typically they're going to have lower interest rates than what other lenders are going to have. If we look at Navy Federal Credit Union and even PenFed Credit Union too, they offer personal loans with APRs ranging anywhere from 8.99% to about 18%. And yes, you will be saving way more money for sure, because the average interest rate on a credit card, you guys, is going to be roughly about 25%. So not only would your payments be lower every month, but actually by doing something like this is going to make your credit score start to rise. And the way how this works is because installment loans, you guys, they do not get factored into your credit usage. Only credit cards and other credit cards get accounted into your guys' credit usage. So you'll have a better credit score by getting a personal loan, and you'll also have a lower interest rate, so now you can make more payments towards your debt, so that way you can finally get out of it. And if you guys don't know where to get a personal loan from, I would personally recommend to get one from Navy Federal Credit Union, because it's the fastest, easiest, and you have the best interest rate. But if you guys can't get one from there because you guys simply can't bank with them, then the alternative is I would go with PenFed Credit Union for sure, because they also have really good interest rates as well. I actually made a full in-depth video on how to get a personal loan with Navy Federal Credit Union and how to also get a personal loan with PenFed Credit Union. So if you guys are interested in watching that, then feel free to browse my YouTube channel or hit the link in the description below, or just wait till this video is over and then I'll put it at the end for you guys to watch. But anyways, let's talk about the second way now on how to consolidate your guys' credit card debt. The second thing you guys can do to consolidate your guys' credit card debt is to do a balance transfer. But when you guys do this balance transfer, make sure you guys do it on a credit card that has a 0% intro APR on balance transfers for at least 15 months or so. And the way how this works is you apply for a new credit card that comes with a 0% intro APR welcome offer for balance transfers, and all you would be doing is taking your debt from the credit card that has a balance on it and then transferring it to a new credit card that does not have a balance and that is interest free for typically about 15 months or so. And by doing this, ladies and gentlemen, this will literally allow you to make full payments towards your principal without paying any interest at all whatsoever for at least 15 months or so. And another thing you guys can actually do if you guys don't finish paying off your credit card within those 15 months is apply for another credit card that has a 0% intro APR on balance transfers and just do the same thing over again. So now if you think about it, you have 30 months of paying no interest at all whatsoever and just full on principal payments. That's crazy. This was a technique that I personally did in my early 20s, so that way I never paid interest on a credit card no matter what. And I was doing this way before I even knew this was a hack or even something that you could actually do back then. I low-key thought I made this hack up, not gonna lie, but this was something that was already going on like way before me. But anyways, if you guys want to pay off your credit card faster to get out of debt, then doing a balance transfer is definitely a second option that you guys can do. I actually made a full in-depth video last week talking about the best 5 balance transfer credit cards you guys can apply for. So if you guys don't know what balance transfer credit cards to start looking for, then I highly recommend you guys watch that video. So feel free to browse my YouTube channel or hit the link in the description below. Now, the third thing you guys can do to get out of credit card debt is get something called a debt consolidation loan. A debt consolidation loan allows you guys to gather up all the debt that you guys currently have and just roll that up into one single payment every month. So not only can you take your credit card debt, but you can take debt from other loans as well, like student loans, personal loans, and sometimes even auto loans. So if you guys are looking into getting one of these, then you can get one from Wells Fargo, you can get one from PenFed Credit Union, and you can also get one from Navy Federal Credit Union as well. But again, you guys, I would stick with the credit unions because typically you're always going to have a lower interest rate, and then on top too, you might even qualify for a higher amount as well. Now moving on to our fourth option on how to consolidate your guys' credit card debt. The fourth thing you guys can do to consolidate your guys' credit card debt is to get something called a HELOC, aka a home equity line of credit. And for those out there that don't know what a HELOC is, aka a home equity line of credit, it's pretty much a line of credit that is borrowed against the available equity that is in your home. So it's kind of like a revolving credit card, but the only difference is we are using the equity that is in your home. And for those out there that don't know what equity is the difference between what you owe left on your mortgage and what your home is currently valued at nowadays. So for example, if you owe $200,000 left on your mortgage, but your home is currently valued at $400,000 nowadays, then you, sir or ma'am, have about $200,000 worth of equity in your home. home. But the reason why you guys would even want to get a HELOC in the first place to consolidate your guys' credit card debt is because by going this route, this could make your existing debt easier to manage. And the first reason to that is because HELOC rates, ladies and gentlemen, are significantly lower than what credit card rates are. And the lower your interest rate is, then the more money you're going to have every month to start paying that balance down. And another good thing about getting a HELOC is you can take however much you need of whatever you guys have available. So if you guys are getting a personal loan or even a debt consolidation loan and you only qualify up to a specific amount, you won't be able to fully pay off your credit card that has debt on it. But by getting a HELOC, on the other hand, however much you need, you can take out. And since this is a revolving line from your equity, you can keep taking it out, paying it back, keep taking it out, paying it back every time. The only downside about getting a HELOC is that it is a little bit risky to have because your home is literally used as collateral, so failure to pay the HELOC can result in a foreclosure. But the good thing is, just like getting a personal loan or a debt consolidation loan, this will actually help boost your credit because, again, installment loans do not get factored into your credit usage. And if you guys don't know where to get a HELOC at, there's literally plenty of mortgage lenders out there that literally offer this product. And also, just so you guys know, you guys can have a HELOC with a different mortgage lender. You don't have to have your HELOC with the mortgage company that currently has your mortgage. It could literally be with a different lender. I actually made a full in-depth video on how to get a HELOC with Navy Federal Credit Union, so if you guys are interested in watching that, then you already know what to do. But also, really quick, if you guys are finding any of this information helpful, if you guys could do me a favor and hit the like button, I would really appreciate it because it really helps me out a lot, and then it's also a dope way to help support the channel. But anyways, moving on to the fifth option now that you guys can do to consolidate your guys' credit card debt. The fifth thing you guys can do to consolidate your guys' credit card debt is something called peer-to-peer lending, which is actually something that's uncommon. Peer-to-peer lending is a way to borrow and lend money without using a traditional financial institution. You can use websites such as prosper.com or even lendingclub.com that pretty much act as a middleman to connect people who need to borrow money from people who have money to lend. And since these peer-to-peer companies don't have as much overhead like how banks and credit unions do, they're able to lend money at a much lower interest rate to borrowers and give people the opportunity to lend their own money to other people out there in exchange for interest payments. The only thing that sucks about this is if you guys don't make your on-time payments, then they're going to charge you a significant fee, which is absolutely insane. So just make sure to be on time with your guys' payments. Honestly, my personal opinion, out of all these things I just mentioned, I would definitely go with either a personal loan or I would do a balance transfer on a credit card that has a 0% intro APR for at least 15 months or so on balance transfers. That's what I would do personally. But really though, once you guys do any of these things that I just mentioned, put the credit card up. Don't use it no more. Lock it up and throw away the key. Do whatever you got to do to not touch it again. Because literally, if you cannot trust yourself with a credit card, then just put it away or give it to your mom, give it to your girl. No, probably not your girl, but give it to your mom or give it to somebody trustworthy. Credit card debt is no joke. It literally creeps up on you, and before you know it, you owe tens of thousands of dollars. You think you're good just spending like 10 bucks here, 20 bucks here, 30 bucks here, but before you know it, things just start adding up and it just starts getting crazy, and then it leads you to the depression phase, and then that sucks. So just be responsible with your guys' credit. But that's gonna wrap it up for today's video, guys. I hope you guys found value in any of this information. As always, let me know in the comments below if you guys ever used one of these methods before to consolidate your credit card debt. I would like to know. For me personally, I used a personal loan, and then I also did a balance transfer on a credit card that offered a 0% intro APR for at least 15 months or so. I did a lot of that in my early 20s, so that's what I used to consolidate my credit card debt when I was in my early 20s. Let me know about you guys. Don't forget to get your guys free stock at Robinhood that could potentially be worth all the way to $200 when you guys use my link in the description below. And also, if you guys are looking for a high yield savings account, I personally use SoFi. If you guys use my link in the description below, then you can potentially earn all the way up to $325 of free money. So I definitely wouldn't snooze on that while the offer's still available. And really quick, I do offer one-on-one consultations. If you guys would like to speak to me personally, all my information will always be in the description below. But if you guys want the chance to win a free 15-minute consultation with me, then all you have to do is comment the word free game in the comments below and send an email to my business email stating what you guys would like to talk about. I pick a winner every Monday. But if you guys made it to the end of the video, we were at 51,502 subscribers at the time of this recording, so I do appreciate all who watch. I do post weekly videos for those that don't know, and if you guys haven't yet already, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't yet already, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you guys get notified every time post a new video. And again, we talk about personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics, so if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. We talk about how to get high limits on your guys' credit cards, talk about how to boost your personal credit, how to obtain business credit, talk about real estate, we talk about mortgage loan programs, we talk about all that. So this is your one-stop shop. And really quick, for those that don't know, I'm a licensed real estate agent and a licensed mortgage loan originator out here in Southern California. So if you guys are looking to buy a home or sell a home, then all my information will always be in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.